Hey, hey, hey.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Oh
Oh
my,
my,
good morning, good morning.
anybody else? Does anybody else lose their voice?
Yeah, right. Yeah, good morning. Well, yes, hello, hello. I've been sober for 10 years, but I feel a little hungover this morning. Just stayed up late last night with everybody, and because after the event, everybody kind of broke out and went and did their own things for a little bit and went and ate and did their own things, but then just came back to the lobby of the hotel, and everyone was kind of hanging in groups and bouncing around and saying hi to each other and connecting and saying bye, which was sad. That was actually the saddest part, saying bye to everybody. So yeah, we stayed up way past our bedtime. We were up till like it was like 12:30, and we finally said goodbye to our videographer and our groups, and we were like, we got to go to bed, you guys. Some people were flying out this morning at 4 or 5 in the morning, but when you're living off love and there's so much connection in the room and there's so much energy in the room, it was just, and you don't know when you're gonna see each other again. It was just so hard to say bye to everybody. But it was such an amazing weekend. Drop one in the chat if you were at the event this weekend. Who was there? Tanya, we missed you so much. V, you were incredible on stage. It was great to see you. Easy, your speech rocked it. Keith, so did yours. I mean, you guys, for anybody that didn't make it to the event this weekend, we're gonna recap you and just give you a little bit. We're gonna do the best we can because trying to encapsulate what was experienced this weekend into some words on an AM Power is hard,
Bring up some of you.
but we're gonna do our best to encapsulate what was experienced there. So I guess we can just kind of do a fun little run through. Saturday, we uh we all arrived. Everybody was doing check-in. Music was blasting and bumping. Everyone was saying hi to each other. We hadn't seen you. Some people had never met before. It's weird being on Zoom with people all the time because you see them on Zoom, but then in person you're like, "Oh, I guess I haven't met you in person. I've just seen your face a million times on Zoom. Nice to meet you for the first time." And so we got to meet for the first time, connecting, doors open, people are rushing in, seats are lined up from the front to the back to the room, lights are going, and everybody rushes to find good seats. And then we go to start the day, and the founders start the day and start sharing some of the story and the mission of what they built. And if y'all have ever seen Tony live,
Hey, this laugh was genuine, by the way.
Tony does his thing.
Uh, man, our founder is you can see a child. He said he's such a kid.
His inner
Uh,
child
he's
is,
so happy to
yes.
be there, and he's so genuine to what he does. And he says just a big kid of happiness, and he just hugs everybody and wants to and just wants to love and anybody that is part of this.
And he's playful, which you guys is such an example of even us as humans, reconnecting to our playfulness. And he was riding on, I don't know whose
I don't
back
know
it
whose
was.
back did he jump
We
on.
were here, and the row is next to us, and all of a sudden I see Tony, but in the,
But
his body's up in the air, and I just see his back, and then I see his head and back like running down an aisle. And I'm like, is he on someone's back? And then all of a sudden, you just see it go down. And so whoever's back he was on, he went to the floor, and I was
so
like,
funny.
"Oh my gosh!" It was so funny. And at one moment he was picking up one of the lights, one of the because if you guys have ever been to events, you know how it has the lights that blast up on the curtain or on the wall. So he picked up one of the lights and was like pew 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 pew, like aiming it, like just like blasting light beams into the crowd, throwing product out into the crowd.
Mhm.
Uh he's a great example of embracing our inner child and just being playful and being fun and not taking life too seriously. And yeah,
So
it's just
fun.
cool to see.
If you're not having fun in this business, you're not doing it right. I
Yeah.
mean, this business is also about having fun because impacting other people's lives is not just um, something that is highly rewarding, it's also fun.
Mhm.
It's fun to be able to do what we do. And Tony is just a great example of living life in a fun way, having a great time, because this is a really great way to make a living. I mean, it blows my mind. It blows my mind how much money Vital Health pays us, and and
For what we get to
for
do.
what we get to do. It's incredible. And man, can we talk about Leah for a second? Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Yeah, that was yeah, that you go to Leah. So Leah, so the beautiful family walks on stage. Mom, dad, little girl. She's probably about I missed the age part. She's probably about like 5 or 6. Little boy, brother was up there. He was probably like 8, 9. And then this little girl in a wheelchair, Leah, and they start telling the story about how Leah was a full functioning, a normal like us, able to use all of her limbs, her senses, like speak normally, see normally, everything was properly functioning. And then she started getting fevers at a young age, and after those fevers, it started sparking seizures, and then she was having 20 plus grand mal seizures every single day. And I mean, I can't even process as a parent what that would feel like, to see your kid living a life, riding their bike, running around, laughing, eating, doing full functioning things. And then all of a sudden now, their baby is having seizures all day long. And so Carla, if you guys don't know, Alex's wife, Carla, is very, very passionate about kids' wellness. Like that's her thing. And and David, you love to talk about her credentials.
Yeah, I mean, Carla is she's a doctor, psychiatrist, children's psychiatrist, specializing on neurodevelopment for children and education and nutrition. She owns 40 schools throughout Latin America, Honduras, Mexico, children's school. They're specializes on neurodevelopment for children.
Neuronutrition.
And
Yeah.
she is just as passionate as they come about children and helping them. And let me tell you, what she brought in this incredible family and Leah, and they started giving a testimony of what the kids line nutrition is doing for children, and the parents were just so grateful. They were saying that every time you have a child that is with this level of autism and challenges today, it brings a set of challenges. So little every little uh change of improvement they noticed, they said, they at first they had to feed her through a tube. That was the first thing they started doing, that she was being fed through a tube. And he goes, they started the kids line nutrition, and
She's eating real food.
within a month, she started now coming and actually sitting in the table and actually having a meal with them. She
Yeah, because
goes,
she used to sit separately. She used to go and sit. Well, so she started eating real food, but then she would also sit away from everybody else, so she wouldn't sit with the family. And then she started coming and sitting with the family.
and the mom was like, you guys might think this is small, but for us, this is huge. This is so huge. And forget it. He had some, he's bringing back emotions now, because he had everybody crying in the event. I mean, that event, we cry, we laugh
We laughed so
so
hard.
much, we learn so
Yeah.
much. We have some incredible, amazing amazing speakers. I mean, I would love to call on some of you guys, if you're any of this, if you, any of the speakers that want to raise their hand and wants to share a little bit about their experience, would love to hear you from you as well. But this was an incredible event, first event that we had, and we had, and everybody was just saw the humanness of what we have here and how impactful this business is. It's truly how this business can truly, it's impacting other people's
And we
lives.
raised $5,000 to send home with Leah. So Tony, after the kids line got launched, he had a lunchbox that the kids line is coming in, and he said whatever we raise, we're going to match it. So like yeah, 5,300 was raised. They matched it, and then they gave them the product line for Leia to
that
have.
family is really poor, actually.
Yeah, they're
So they've never the kids were also given Disneyland tickets,
yeah,
and the other kids obviously, because if you have a child, let's say there's three children, the child that gets the most attention is always going to be the child that has autism, and there's this
or not doing well.
and not doing well. So the other kids kind of look a little worn out, like they were. You can tell in their face, but when they were given Disneyland tickets, oh my God, most of those kids just went down crying. And again, another waterworks. Everybody started crying again.
Yeah. It was very amazing just to see what our products are capable of. Because last event we at a Spanish Anaheim event, we got to see a 19-year-old girl and her parents who, nonverbal in diapers until she was 19 years old, and then, well, 18 probably, because a year before that she started the product line and was able to not have to wear diapers anymore. And she was verbal and she was speaking to the whole group. So just seeing to then what's his name? What's that little boy's name? The little cute one that when we first came into the company?
Eager.
Eker. Eker was another little boy that we saw his testimonial. I mean, it's just like David was saying, being able to build a business like this and make this kind of money. I mean, David and I didn't finish school. I mean, I went to culinary school and then I became a wedding planner, so I didn't finish college. David, did you even go to college?
I didn't finish high school.
Okay, David didn't finish high school. So to be able to make this, make this type of income for, for not attending a traditional school, finishing high school, and being able to change people's lives. Like, you don't have to have certain credentials to change someone's life. You don't have to go to get a specific education to make an impact on somebody's life. And I think that's what makes this so special, this industry. And it's easy for naysayers to come together, and people who don't understand what we do, people who let their own limiting beliefs get in the way of why they can't, or they don't let themselves do what we do, people whose, opinions of others that stop them from doing what we do. But the reality is being here and being aligned with the right mission gives us such incredible opportunity. I mean,
I mean, and kind of tying this out to the product line is that, guys, and I saw here in the chat, I believe it was Lori Gay. I see your question, and we can definitely get back to you on this and speak with you about this with Brooke and myself. And but there's a lot of, autism is up 22% just in California alone. California alone, 18% is up autism or across the country. And their solution is there is no solution, actually, none. There's no solution for these people. And
but what we're finding is that detoxing the, heavy metals out of the body, restoring the microbiome, replacing minerals and vitamins and nourishment that's missing. I mean, that's what Carla's honing in on, and getting brain food into the body, getting omegas into the body. I mean, the results of this neuronutrition is what
they're
Carla
extraordinary.
was what Carla calls it. She's like, this isn't vitamins. We're not just talking about vitamins and minerals. We're talking about neuronutrition. And you guys, we have that here. We have the
The solution.
processes to restore somebody's quality of life and completely change somebody's quality of life. And so the kids line is absolutely, oh, what's my alarm? The kids line is absolutely amazing. It's so cool. We also launched not only the kids line, but we launched an adult shake for, and younger kids could use this. Somebody was asking me, could my 12-year-old drink this? And I was like, absolutely, especially as kids are shifting into puberty and their bodies are asking for more. They start experiencing cortisol, they start experiencing things that we have adaptogens in the nourish. So you can start crossing, the kids over, especially once they've crossed that line from kid into like, okay, they're starting to mature. So the Nourish line or the Nourish shake is full of adaptogens. It is a plant-based protein, you guys, but it doesn't have soy, and it is chocolate. It is built specifically to support stress, support healthy blood sugar, support natural energy without having any caffeine. Support it's got so many different, it's a whole foods blend, so it's got so many different angles of nourishment in there, which you guys, it's just not possible. We know this because we do this with our presentation about how we do not have the nutrients in our daily food that we need. So you have to fill those nutritional gaps. At this point, the supplementation is not a luxury, it's a necessity for giving the human body what it needs. So our Nourish Shake is like Vital Pro, but supercharged. Like what is this shake represents is it's amazing and it tastes incredible. So we launched the Nourish Shake. I'm gonna be drinking that baby every day. I'm gonna be making pancakes with it. I'm gonna be making shakes with it. I make a great banana bread that David loves, a protein banana bread. I mean, brownies. I mean, you can make all kinds of things with this shake. So have fun with it. Get your nutrients in. Travel with it. I mean, every single day when we're gone for a few hours during the day, if we leave the house, what do we pack? We pack some fruit. We pack some protein shakes. We pack some nuts. I mean, we plan for this. So Nourish is just a perfect fit into everybody's daily life. And then,
Performance now.
oh yeah, and
Oh
then
my goodness. I don't know which product's gonna sell the most, by the way. I used to believe I used to believe this specific. I was like, the trio's gonna do it, which is V Daily, Glutation Plus, and Nitro. So we're gonna build a huge company. Then we launched the kids line. I'm like, I think the kids line is gonna be because there's just no way. Like I mean, as a parent, it's like what I mean, you give your kids nutrition plus their behavior changes as well, behavioral improvements changing the kids focus, and that's just life for the kids better for everybody. And then the Nourish Shake launches, and I was like, oh my goodness, look at this thing. It's just pack. We're gonna kill it with this. We're gonna help so many people and just help so many people build incredible residuals. And I'm thinking that, and then the performance launch, and I tasted performance. I was like, oh my God, this is so much better. Oh, this is great, incredible, and everything that it has. And I'm still learning more about it. But wow, it tastes incredible.
it does.
And of course, the latte.
Well, go back to the performance real quick because for people who don't know, the Performance Plus is a creatine amino mineral blend. So I'm not going to get deep into this right now because we're going to do a full training on it, like a much deeper training. I haven't
Is this
picked
Saturday?
when. It could be this Saturday
This
that
Saturday.
we'll do a much deeper training, but you're getting hydration, you're getting nervous system muscle support, you're getting aminos, so the building blocks for your body to be repairing itself. I mean, you guys, this is very this is important. That's what I can say to you. Like I always tell people, especially my kids, I tell my kids, I'm like, look, I didn't design the human body. I just know how it works. And so when you have a product like Performance and you're giving your body all of that, those are key things your body needs. That's Jacqueline saying stimulant free. Yeah, that is energy coming at a cellular level without any stimulation from caffeine. And it's we'll go deeper, probably this weekend, maybe next weekend, I'm not sure, but we'll go deeper. But trust me, that's an everyday drink. Nourish, that's an everyday drink. And then we've got the latte cafe. And if you drink coffee, that's a staple. You having 10 functional mushrooms in there that do everything from stress resilience to immune system, blood sugar support, concentration, focus, memory. I mean, they do everything. They're I mean, you guys, this is crazy to launch all these, bringing all these at once.
And the latte, and then again, that's when I saw, and I say the latte, when I chased the latte, I was like, this is gonna be the number one product. And I still think between the kids line, the latte is gonna be like this.
It's gonna be the best.
Because all these, we just launched a bunch of number one products. Like this is saying we are quickly positioning ourselves to be a force to be reckoned with. And okay, so but none of the products matters if you don't have a marketing strategy and if you don't have an action plan, right? And so now we're being empowered with the new back office system. Ooh, which, by the way, migration starts, I believe, tonight at midnight. So migration starts on Tuesday. Well, this means that back office is going to be, we'll be back soon under construction. So it'll be anywhere from 1 or 2 days that it will be happening in migration during this time. When,
Yeah.
when, when we wake up and we log in after the migration, boop, the back office is going to be a new back office with a new website, with a new links. And it's only going to get better from there, right? Because they start with the basic coding. And now after that, they have it. Now they can just keep adding coding and coding and coding, which all these incredible things that we're talking about,
Yeah.
we're gonna see a change in the ability to really see things within your business that you've never been able to see before, while at the same time have an actual working back office website where it'll be the website will be a living entity, an extension of you as you work your business. When I look at Tony Stark is cool, he's badass. I like Tony, but when he puts on that suit, it's an extension of him, right? The things that he can do when he puts his Iron Man suit on. We just got upgraded to an Iron Man suit where you put on those cool glasses that V has, and you're gonna be able to see stuff. Metaphorically speaking, of course, is what I'm talking about. But it's gonna be an incredible upgrade
Yeah.
tool that we have now.
Drop
And
some love in the chat. Everybody drop some threes for James. He just flew to corporate this morning to go and support the installation, the migration, the transformation over from what we're currently using over to our new system. So,
I would like to hear from some of you guys. Some of you that you have. Let me see.
anybody raise your
Here,
hand?
V. Let me hear from
V.
you, sir.
Hey guys, it's V Shaw here. I'm gonna keep this really short and really simple. I've been in a lot of different companies throughout my career in network marketing, and I've seen a lot, experienced a lot from network marketing in the corporate side. The one thing I spoke this weekend, and I took a moment just to step back and just absorb what was going on around me, just to be present for like a couple of minutes. And the one thing that I will say, and I hope you guys hear what David and Brooke is saying, the one thing that stood out with me is this company has a soul. It has a soul. It's a living, breathing entity. And you feel that when you go to the events, you feel that when you engage with not only your upline, but just people in general. This company has a soul. And when you have a soul and you do things that are feeding that soul, you get wonderful and amazing products because it's made for the right reasons, for the right people. And so that's one of the things that really resonated with me as I was going through this weekend, is that it's not just a corporate structure. It's a living, breathing thing, and that was really, really impactful. So I hope you guys really understand what it is that we have here, from the leadership, the formulators, the founders, to just the everyday people that's out trying to, feed their families and stuff. It's a really, really cool experience and a really, really cool community that we have. So you guys should really understand and really take the time to not just learn, but be involved. And lastly, I will say this. We also have to be good stewards of protecting that culture, that community, this company. Don't run around making claims and saying all these different things because as I learned and was experienced in this past weekend, there's obviously eyes on us because we're a market disruptor, right? So there's entities that don't like what we're doing. So be a good steward when you're out there sharing this opportunity and sharing the products. Make sure that you're mindful and that you're also being compliant. So with that, guys, thank you guys for letting me say a couple of words, but just always know that you're in the right place at the right time. Thank you.
Thank you, V. And
Thank you.
so true about being a steward. So true that this company has heart and has soul. I love it. Thank you.
That was
Mr.
great.
EC, what an incredible training.
Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I really didn't know how it was going to turn out. Me up there talking about chickens being my favorite animal, and then talking about how I like it when it's fried, if I like it grilled, if I like the.
Yeah, I laughed so hard when you said that. it was that was one of those things one that just stuck in my mind, and I laughed about it 2 hours later. I thought about it and I laughed again. It was, something so funny that happens. You laugh by yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm glad you have my little warped sense of humor too, man. I'm glad some of you guys share it. Um, but as far as the event go, I always feel like this, man. It's so hard. It's so hard to impress upon the people that wasn't there what the experience was like. They get to hear us talking about it, but they never get that feeling that we got of it. So I got of it. So I'm just going to kind of try to give people an idea what that feeling is like. So, you know how some days you get up in the morning, you're tired, you're exhausted, and it's Sunday morning and you put on your Sunday best and you go to church. And you go to church in that environment that you're in, that lifts your spirit and it turns you to like a much, much better version of yourself for a minute. That's that level of energy. We weren't like preaching anything like that there, guys. But the level of energy that you felt from everybody in attendance, from all of the speakers that were speaking, from all the passion that they had, you felt that same energy that you often feel when you go to a good church that just gets down to your soul and down to your spirit. And I think that's what V was talking about when he started talking about community. I can't make you feel what we felt, but I can tell you guys, you don't want to miss the next one because it absolutely was amazing. Watching people experience all the emotion on their face, watching my wife whose birthday it was yesterday become celebrated and become excited because they dropped that announcement on her that she's going to be helping to lead the American Medical Council that we have. That was beautiful. And it was unrehearsed. It was natural. It was unexpected, but well deserved, obviously. And coming from that, man, it's like I wish we just had one more day of this experience because I know so many speakers had so much more they could have shared, so much more they could have said, so much more that could have been done. If it was a 3-day event, it would have been perfect. If it was a 30-day event, I would have been there every day of the 30 days as long as that experience was like that, guys. It was fantastic. So if you didn't make it, guys, make sure that you don't miss the next one and do everything that you can to win so that you're on that stage also the next time, or somebody on your team is on that stage next time so you can celebrate them. But Dave, man, I loved it. Brooke, you were amazing opening it up. I liked how you just like, I'm going to take all my power back. I don't care what's going on with the sound system. I'm going to take all my power back because this message needs to be said this way. And you stuck to your guns. And then it came out as an amazing presentation. And that's just one tip of the iceberg, guy, of a huge iceberg that remains unhidden for those of you guys that weren't there. Don't miss the next one. Wherever it's at, whatever you got to do. If you got to sell more products or enroll more people, get the money, find the time, and come to the next event, man. That's all I got to say, bro. I loved it.
I
Appreciate you.
love it. I love it. So
That's
true.
such a good message. It is so true. You guys don't miss the next event. Don't get to miss incredible speakers like Easy. You guys missed his training. He was talking about eagles, but who started off joking about chickens,
He
and
said his favorite
it
bird.
was a
He
chicken.
said my favorite bird is a chicken.
I love it. Stew,
I love
like
it.
a
And
barbecue.
if it was my favorite line, if it was the national bird, I'll be okay with
Okay
that.
with that. It was.
I will be okay with it too. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a minute, I thought about it. You know what?
I'd be
I
okay
would
with
be
chicken.
okay with it, the chicken too. I like chicken. I eat chicken. I like Chick-fil-A, you know.
It was a strong mindset training, but it started off with some humor. It was really good.
It was great. It was great. Thank you, EC. It was great to be with you and Dr. Romatia. Miss Amber, how are you?
Good morning, everyone. Oh my God, I am so excited to get to share. Um, I am I am still on cloud nine from that event, and that's why I had to raise my hand and share. Um, I didn't sleep on the plane, y'all. I did not. I slept 3 hours. I got up to take my 4-year-old to school, and school was out, and then we came home, and I'm so my eyeballs are tired, but I am so awake going to this event, you know, when our leaders shared that going to these events is life changing, it's life changing. And I'm seeing in the chat that you guys are saying, you know, those of you that watch virtually, that you felt the excitement, you felt the energy, and I'm so happy for you guys. But it is like, it is next level in person at the event. And I'm with you, Big Easy, Eric. If it was a 30-day event, I would have gone every day. I'm sitting here like, take me back. The personal growth that comes out of this event is incredible. We talked about needing to, it was Miles was talking about our daily plan, what is it, method of action, or I forget the exact words. But we're told, you know, what does your calendar look like? Are you treating this business like you are gonna win? Like, what he said, you can tell where people are going by looking at their calendar. And I have filled this week up at least one person every day that I'm talking to, but I'm talking to more than that. I've got people coming over, I'm going and meeting people for lunch, I'm filling my calendar. This event gave me everything I was looking for how to connect, for how to come from that servant's heart. And this event solidified my purpose in life. And I know that sounds a bit crazy, but it literally did. I know that I was put on this earth to help people, and I know that Vital Health is going to be the vehicle that allows me to do that. I experienced the spirit so strongly. I know that God is in this, and that he is using us to restore the health of his people. And Dr. Tony came and he found me in the crowd, and he sat on my husband's lap and he stared into our souls. And if you guys have watched the movie Avatar and you talk about what it's like to be seen, I was seen by the founder of this company, and I cannot even describe how that felt, y'all. I got to meet all of our leaders. This is amazing. We are all in the right place, and if you didn't make it to this event, you have to make it to the next one. The people that we met are incredible. So I'll stop there, but I could go on for hours. This was great. So thanks for letting me share.
Thank you, Amber. I just laughed out loud, literally laughed out loud to remind me. Your soul.
But that was special, and you know,
That's Tony.
and you being there, I just want to give some mad props to you and your husband being there. For anybody that doesn't know, Amber's family was in the Texas floods that came through. So her house was in the Texas flood, and so she was. I mean, we were standing there. Yeah, her house was floated away. I mean, literally in the middle of the night, the water comes rushing in. She's telling us the story, trying to choose between who to save of her children. Like, okay, which one? My 2-year-old, my 4-year-old, and her husband rushed to get the 2-year-old. I think you got the 4-year-old, and they're crowbarring their way out of the ceiling in their house as the water's rushing through. And you guys, I mean, and Amber, that's, you know, a story like Amber's, and her being able to, that was just a few short months ago, and being able to make it to this event, and not even just making it to the event, but you're alive, Amber. Like, we can all hear the aliveness in your voice, and that's a choice that you decided to make. You and your husband decided to make, that you're going to make the best of what happens, and you're going to choose greatness. And I just feel very honored and excited to watch your growth and your evolution here at this company. For you're making your evolution the most important thing, and that's so impressive. So
yeah,
we love you, Amber.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amber. Mr. Goodman.
What's going on? What's going on? First off, I just want to give a big shout out to you guys. I thought you guys did great. You know, one, coming from your team, you know, always look up for guidance in that direction, but seeing how poised and the way you guys just showed us that the professionalism behind the scenes is at the level it needs to be. Up front, we play a lot. I takeaway that I took from this that I really liked was we got to see the ownership and the engine behind this company show us their true feelings. You know, a lot of times in Zooms and meetings and things like that, you just get a shell of somebody who get to speak. But then when you get to this event, Dr. Tony standing up on chairs and the whole ownership making the DJ play music to dance before they announce something. It just lets you know that when you have a culture, like I go away from this where I'm sitting in the Airbnb and I'm literally mapping out my new calendar, getting my week together. I was telling my wife I took a piece from Miles, a piece from David, and a piece from Brooke, and I'm piecing this together. But I just thought the best part of it was if you were sitting in this event, everybody should have had a moment where you forgot about the product, you forgot about you didn't even know where you were, but you were surrounded by a situation and a culture where you went, you know what? I didn't care what they were selling. I just want to be a part of it because the energy and the leadership and the heart and love that's behind the whole situation we're involved in, it wouldn't matter. That's why people got the double and triple diamond before they even had product. Because if somebody got to see how this is ran and organized and the belief system that's already instilled in this from the ownership, any of us from corporate or not corporate know all of that goes away. I walked away from 2 days of this. I'm going to apply to my marriage and my personal life that I might not have ever snagged one of those gems had I not been in this event. So my takeaway is just when the events happen, I know some people can't make it and it is what it is. But if you can find a way to make it to these events, that's where you get your affirmations. Like that's where anything that you were like, you know what, I'm kind of wondering on this. If you sit in that room and you pay attention, you're going to walk away with not only the answer you were looking for, but info stacked up for your filing cabinet that when you start leading people, you've got tidbits to pull out and go, I saw this and I remember this, and you're not telling somebody else's story. It's amazing how this was put together, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. Thanks for my time, guys.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you, sir. And we want to have we want to
We got something fun that we're going to share with you before we close out.
But I want to, there we go. Found it. The recap video. We just got it. So let's show you the recap video of our incredible event. Here we go. Hang on. I got to share the sound because if not, it doesn't work very well.
Dun, 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 dun.
Share sound, optimize video. There we go.
This is exciting.
Okay.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, prove me wrong. Go put up a fight. The where do will knock you down. You know there's emotion between us. Don't go cry about it. Don't go cry about it. You want me to take you in my trust. Oh no, you know that ain't the way. Oh no, there's nothing new in this game. You got to give it up, give it up. Give it up, give it up. I'm wearing you out. Keep on keeping on every night. Way up in the clouds. The where do will knock you down. You know there's emotion between us. Don't go cry about it. Don't go cry about it. You want me to take you in my trust. Oh no, you know that ain't the way. Oh no, there's nothing new in this game. You got to give it up, it up, get up.
Oh my gosh, it makes me emotional. I'm teary-eyed, you guys. I feel emotional. I'm crying. Anybody else crying?
You're funny. So
So good.
I want to just a couple of closing thoughts here. Is every Jim Rohn says that motivation without action essentially can turn against you. And in fact, I'll put it to you this way, but just a better. One of my favorite parables is the parable of the talents. You guys remember that? The parable of talents in the Bible? Everybody knows it? You probably do know it. Let me recap it very, 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 very shortly. I'm not a theologist. I'm not a pastor. By any means. But the story goes that a master had three servants. He said, "Hey, I'm going to go on a trip. Here's some talents, which is a form of money. Invest it and come back. And I'll be back, and we'll do accountability after that." And
Accountability.
a second,
Please hold. Uno momento.
we'll do accountability for that. And then afterwards, he goes some time. He comes back. And the first servant, he gave him 5 talents, and he goes, "Hey, what did you do with your 5 talents?" And he said, "Wait, hey, I turned it into 10." I was like, "Hey, game, great job." He asked the second servant. They gave him, let's say, 2 talents. He goes, "Hey, what did you do with your 2 talents?" He says, "Hey, I turned it into 4. Great job." And the last one, he gave him 1 talent. He said, "Hey, what did you do with the 1 talent?" We know the story goes that, hey, listen, um, he where what did you do with this? And the guy says, "Hey, I was scared. I know you're a tough businessman. I didn't want to let you down, so I hid my talent, and here's the talent." And the story goes, he was furious, the master, and he took the talent away from him and gave it to the one that he gave 10 to or 5 to. And 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 then the story ends there, which is interesting, right? When I was a child, I used to think like, that's not fair. Why is that? As an adult, I understand now. To whoever much is given, much is expected. There it is. And I'm not talking about just about money, by the way. If you're giving energy, like this was an infusement. They infuse energy. You're expected by the divine to go out there and do something with it. And motivation not invested in labor is wasted. Energy not invested in labor is wasted. Every talent that we have, we can go at a macro level and a micro level. Hey, our lives are, we have 2 hands, we have a working brain. Isn't that a talent? We have 2 working feet. Well, my knee kind of works, but we know what I mean. We have assets within us.
We have
Within,
a vessel that shall be honored and loved and respected, and it's our temple.
and it's our responsibility to put it to work and to put it into action so we can essentially
Just honor it. Honor this life, honor this interdependent relationship that God has created. I mean, he didn't create us all independent. He created us interdependent. Our relationship and our harmony with each other is it's critical. And there's a lot in our space that can create separation, but it's up to us to stay unified and to keep pushing forward a message and something that is going to raise the collective and support everybody and all inclusive. There's something that David and I say, that we are a mother to the world. And that's a perspective that we have on this planet, that we say it every day. We are a mother to the world, and we believe that. We all are. We all are mothers to the world.
so what's the call to action here? The call to action, my friends, is like, keep it simple. I'm gonna bear it down to the simplest thing. If you are looking to recreate momentum, here's how you do it. Go silver. That's how you do it. Go silver. I'm gonna go silver. We have a red diamond position. We have a purple diamond position. We have 2 positions because she has hers. And we started our second position after we were a color diamond. I said, hey, let's start a second position now. But guess what? The way we did is that the first step is, hey, we got to take that position to silver. And anytime you want to build momentum again, go silver. That sponsor 3 people and create 2,500 in volume. go silver. And then what are you gonna do? You're gonna duplicate that with those people. Say, hey, go silver. That's it. Three personal sponsors, 2,500 in volume. That's it. That's all you got to do. You got to focus on the bear of that. That's the building block. If I'm going to build a castle, what are you going to do? I'm going to focus on this brick. I'm going to lay this brick, the most perfect, geometrically perfect. I'm going to lay that brick. I'm like, that brick is ready. Then I put another one. And I'm like, okay, perfect. And I do that enough time. With enough time, I'm going to have a castle, the perfect castle of that, because I focus on laying the brick perfectly. This is what silver is for every single one of us. It's just go out there and let's go silver.
Yep.
The next thing I will even say, call to action number 2, is the moment the new system opens, get on SmartShip. You want to get a SmartShip as your auto ship. You want to get a culture of auto ship within your business. It's so critical.
It is critical.
It will be critical for your business to duplicate, where you will see a residual result of income that will be month after month after month by you adopting a culture of SmartShip within your business. So, and lastly, I will even say, hey, we sponsor close to 85 people in our business. Um, if we sponsor 85 people into our business, we didn't speak to 85 people, right? Does that make sense? I mean, we're not that good. There's no
Yeah.
way. I'm not that good. If I can sponsor, I can speak to 85 people and sponsor 85 people. You know what I mean? I had to talk to about 500 people.
Yeah, Jacqueline said 855 people, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
800. I have to sponsor over five. I have to talk about 500 people, 800 people to meet it for 85 people to get started. Does that make sense? And so the action, the act of doing and taking action, know that the reality is those people, they have the ability to reframe rejection and to know that, hey, I'm getting a step closer to where I want to be. And be able, and if you do get hurt, because we're all human, be able to, the next time, the recovery of your hurt is just shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, where you can go out there and keep reaching out to people, keep reaching out to people, keep reaching out to people. And last but not
And
least,
before that, actually, because I just had
yeah,
a
please.
moment, not even just reframing rejection, but trusting rejection. Trusting that that rejection is happening when it's supposed to, that either they're just not ready to come into your business. Because I've had people say no to me, and 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years later want to work with me. I flew a guy here actually from New York. He was here this weekend, decided 4 days ago that he was going to come to the event and came, but I've been working on this guy for 6 years, you guys. And so trusting the rejection of why that person's not coming into your business. Maybe it's not the right time for them. Maybe it's not the right time for their circumstances. So trusting why rejection is happening to you in that moment and being okay with it. You surrender. Like, I trust that why this rejection is happening right now. And I'm going to continue to find the people who are ready for alignment right now. Continue.
But the universe likes to test your commitment.
They do.
Every time you get a rejection, it's a test on your commitment for you to keep going, because consistency is the key. I'll finish with this. It's like pumping the well, pumping the well. When I was a child, my grandfather made me pump a well. Some of you know this story. And that didn't make me. I asked to do it. I regretted it because I was a 5-year-old, but he made me finish. That's what and it taught me so much, because I was pumping the well, and I'm like, I really wanted to do it because I thought it was fun. And then nobody told me how much work it was. And so I was pumping, and I started pumping, and then I stopped, and my grandfather yelled at me, and I was like, afraid of it, for scared. My grandfather was very rough. He, grew up in the Great Depression. You know, my grandfather died almost at 90, and so he yelled at me, and I kept pumping, and I was trying. I need to stop. My arms are tired. He goes, no, you can't stop. If you stop, the water will go back to the bottom. Most people, what happens, you're pumping the well, you're pumping the well, pumping the well. That water's going, but they stop.
You stop.
And then what interesting is by the time the water did come, I didn't have to pump it that hard.
Yeah.
It was just a very easy pump, and I could slow down. My arms start burning as a child, and so you got to pump the well. You got to pump the well into the water, guys, but don't stop. Stay consistent, my friends. I'm telling you, this is worth it. This is worth it. I had my mind. I had knee surgery did not too long ago, and and that week I didn't work. Brooke didn't work. She was taking care of me during that week, but yet Vital Health sent us $28,000 that week, and I'm thinking to myself, isn't that interesting? It's like we didn't, and not to talk, and this is not that brag about bragging, guys. This is about just the situation, right? That's what I'm talking about. The situation that we didn't do a call. I was in the hospital. I was under anesthesia. It was not. I was not able to do that, and during that week, Vital Health still
Paid us well. And again, even just going back to just not having David didn't finish high school. I just I want you guys to understand that the life that you want to create is there's no rules. There's no specific way it has to be done. It's literally whatever you decide and what you choose. And I mean, we could just continue. I could
Yeah.
turn this into a whole Saturday training right now, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. But
No.
you guys, we want you to know that we believe in you. We really truly do. From David not making anything in network marketing for 13 years, would it have been worth it if you were in his position, looking back on what you know, would you say after 13 years of not making anything in the industry, leave, you're not going to make anything, give up on your dreams, or knowing what type of income and what we're able to do now? No, bro, stay with it. Stay with it. Would it be worth it for you to stay with it after 13 years to make that type of income? And you got to think like that. So it's like sometimes it's that picture of the guy mining in the mine, and he's so close to the gold, and there's a little tiny bit left of dirt between him and the gold on the other side, and you could be that close, and then you just give up. And so don't give up. Just keep going. Just keep going, because you're going to be alive anyways. That's my whole thing. I'm like, you're going to be alive anyways, and the relationships you build, the skill sets that you get to hone, the what entrepreneurship is the greatest mirror. I mean, besides the relationships themselves, like partnerships and children, I mean, your entrepreneurship relationship is the greatest mirror reflecting back to you where you can evolve and become a greater version of yourself. And your evolution is the most important thing on this planet, anyways. So why give up? Don't give up. So we just want you guys to know that we have your back, and we everything from leadership from Tony and Alex, Gustavo, Alberto, Jorge, myself, David, all the other upline leadership that you guys have here. You have everybody. I mean, on this call, you've got so many leaders just on this call, you guys, and I don't want to call you guys all out because I'm going to miss someone and then I'm going to feel bad. But you guys have so many incredible people here on this call who care about you and want to see you win, and will do. That's another thing that we have that's special, is we'll do anything to support you guys in winning, because we really have that type of culture here. So no, don't leave anyone behind. If you need help, you need support, reach out to your upline success. We cannot read your mind. Reach out and let us know that you want support, you need some love, whatever you need, and we're a team. We're a team, guys.
Absolutely. Guys, have a great day. Thank you for logging in and staying with us almost an hour.
I know.
This is the longest. This is the longest
Forever.
Empower we've ever done, of course. Usually it's 30 minutes, and we'll continue to be at 30 minutes. Tomorrow, I believe Mr. James Lanhart begins the training on our back office and begins the training on the new system that's launching. So plug into
This
that.
week.
This week is this all week, and then, of course, we have this incredible Saturday training. Is gonna Vital Academy is gonna happen. We're gonna have some. We're gonna talk about products and
Yeah.
having some special recognition as well, and new diamonds that are just popping. So we're gonna give them the opportunity to present themselves, as well as new trainings that we have. So
And y'all, we've got, for the first time this evening, we've got Sarah Shamoon doing our natural remedies call. So get on tonight's call if you want to see Sarah Shamoon sharing her perspective on how incredible and beautiful this mission is and movement is. So it's gonna be awesome. We love you guys, and we will see you soon.
Have a great day. Bye bye.